morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lika Kenobi. And before we get started, would I guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel? Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, right now, Disney is in a whole lot of trouble, man. Right now, there's an investigation going on, and this is due to what we all been saying this for so long, bro. Disney is in that propaganda with the DEI woke nonsense, bro. And they've said that they were gonna respond to Donald Trump's messaging, and they were gonna do that. They dismantled some areas of it, but slowly they are putting it in there, bro. Because of course Disney still has not learned because of Snow White's movie that came out, but that was before Donald Trump became president. And then you had shows that were coming out, and let me tell you, Disney's been in a major disaster right now. So let's read this title here we got. Disney DEI practices under investigation by Trump appointed FCC Chairman Brendan Carr for potential EEO violations. So this is not looking good for Disney right now. So let's take a look at this investigation, see what we have. The Federal Communications Commission has officially launched an investigation into the Walt Disney Company and its ABC News unit, signaling a new phase of regulatory scrutiny over corporate diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs. The probe, initiated under the leadership of newly appointed FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, is part of a broader federal effort stemming from an executive order signed by the President Donald Trump in January. In a letter dated Friday from Carr to Disney CEO Bob Iger, the FCC informed Disney that it intends to examine whether the company's DEI initiatives comply with federal equal employment opportunity regulations. Specifically, the letter raised concerns about whether certain DEI policies at Disney and ABC may constitute invidious discrimination in violation of FCC rules. We are reviewing the Federal Communications Commission later, and we look forward to engaging with the Commission to answer its questions, a Disney spokesperson told CNBC in response to the announcement. The investigation follows a similar inquiry launched in early February into Comcast and ABC Universal. Both actions are part of a coordinated federal push to scrutinize diversity-based corporate practices, particularly those tied to hiring, training, and internal promotions. Yeah, ever since Disney decided to go political and everything, their company has been into a major disaster, throwing messages out there in franchises like Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, bro, and of course, especially changing some of the landscapes in the theme parks, like in Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, and slowly and maturely, people are leaving Disney, bro. People are abandoning Disney, man, because of what they have done to themselves. So, under the January executive order, each federal agency was instructed to identify up to 9 potential civil compliance investigations into publicly traded companies, nonprofits, and other entity entitles, including universities and government contractors. The directive encourages agencies to evaluate whether DEI programs in practice are treating employees differently based on race, sex, or other protected characteristics, a concern echoed in recent debates over the legality and fairness of corporate diversity initiatives. For decades, Disney focused on churning out box office and programming successes. Carr wrote in his letter to Iger, but then something changed. Disney has now been embroiled in rounds of controversy surrounding DEI policies. While Carr's statement stopped short of accusing the company of wrongdoing, the language marks a clear shift in tone from the FCC, an agency traditionally focused on communications and broadcast regulation. Under Carr's leadership, the Commission appears poised to expand its oversight role in employment practices, particularly in industries under its purview, such as television, radio, and broadband services. An FCC spokesperson declined to comment further on the specifics of the investigation, citing the ongoing nature of the review. And poor Bob, the way he's got that look, that's a sign of him being worried. Wow. Disney's evolving approach to internal policy has drawn both praise and criticism in recent years. The company has made headlines for its high profile efforts to increase representation across its programming, staffing, and leadership ranks. While advocacy groups have applauded those initiatives, others have raised questions about whether the implementation of such policies aligns with federal non discrimination standards. Changes to Disney's public facing DEI branding, such as the quiet retirement of the Reimagined Tomorrow and Stories Matter, initiatives have already been the subject of independent reporting. One such expose published by That Park Place was directly cited in the FCC's letter to Disney, signaling the growing influence of initiative alternative media in shaping national regulatory conversations. So yeah, that Reimagined Tomorrow, it was not looking good, bro, for what they're doing and what changes they're making, bro. And I'm telling you, man, Disney's changed way too much, and I don't think I'm never gonna go back to Disney ever again, bro. And I don't think nobody should. So here's their letter. Here's the letter that they received, and you see that Park Place is right here. There it is. There it is right there where I'm pointing at. Right here. The renewed scrutiny comes at the time of significant internal change for Disney CEO Bob Iger, who returned to the helm in 2022, has sought to steer the company through a turbulent period marked by slimming losses, cost-cutting efforts, and shifting audience expectations. Whether or not the FCC's investigation will lead to enforcement action or compel changes to Disney's internal practices remains to be seen. Legal analysts say the FCC will likely begin by requesting internal documentation from Disney and ABC, including DEI training materials, hiring data, and HR policies. From there, the Commission could hold hearings or issue findings that may require corrective measures or public disclosures. In more serious cases, the FCC has the authority to refer matters to the Department of Justice or initiate fines for non-compliance. So far, Disney has not indicated any plans to alter its current program in light of the investigation, though its willingness to engage with the Commission suggests a strategy of cooperation rather than confrontation. The company's statement emphasizes a desire to answer the questions, suggesting that it may seek to defend the legality and impact of the DEI policies. The broader implications of the investigation extend beyond Disney itself, with multiple agencies now tasked with identifying potential violations under the Trump administration's new directives. Other corporations, particularly those in media, tech, and higher education, are likely to face similar scrutiny in the coming months. Whether these investigations lead to legal precedent or significant corporate shifts will depend on what regulatories uncover and how companies choose to respond. For now, Disney joins a growing list of high-profile firms whose internal culture is being pulled into the regulatory spotlight. Yeah, man. This is why Disney did not want Donald Trump to win, man. Because of this kind of thing that's going to happen, bro. And if they find something, and they will find something, and they will see it, and when they do, Disney is going to have to really, really make that change immediately. Because if not, everything that Disney has done will be in ruined. So that's going to be for this article. So you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all for being part of the channel. And I will be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.